All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 2016. Built Ford Tough Series, Leah Garcia. We talked last in Arlington, and it hasn't fared too well for the Cowboys up until last night's round, but we have some great things to look forward to tonight as well.
Listen, the last time we spoke, it was really super off the cuff, and we were just talking about the ebb and flow of these Cowboys and how they were riding, and we talked a little bit about the Brazilians and the Americans. And this is an event that's really unique for the PBR because we have 6 different countries represented for the first time in PBR history. And I know that doesn't sound like a big thing, but we've got New Zealand and Australia and Brazil and Mexico and Canada and the United States. And that's really cool because we call this an international sport, and we're finally starting to see the international flavor.
Absolutely, and we talk, a little bit about, there's been major storylines on what's going to happen this afternoon in the 15-15. I'll tell you what, I don't think I have ever seen a 15-15 round stacked like this, and this is the 5th one of the year. I don't think anything is going to match it.
The 15-15 bucking battle? This is where we take the top 15 bulls and the Cowboys, and with the likes of J.B. Mooney still being able to compete with his injury, this is where all eyes. And when you talk about great sporting moments, there are so many times in life as an athlete where you're not supposed to be able to prevail, where the odds are so far against you and you just think it's done, it's not going to happen. Impossible, actually. And then when it does happen, you've watched something really rare and really unique. And I don't think that we can fully appreciate that when we're in the moment. But later on, when you reflect on it, yeah, it's huge.
Absolutely. And Traffic, that's all right. It's only Brandon Bates. He doesn't need to do anything. He's only on PBR Live. Don't worry about him. But I tell you what, round 3 in championship round this afternoon, there's a lot of guys after last night that got banged up. I just talked to Tandy, and Ben is still in the hospital, but it sounds like things are looking good. There's no vascular injuries, but there's a lot of guys coming into this weekend, even to start after the long Easter break, that are still banged up. This year has wreaked havoc on these guys.
We're at event number 12, and what they've done this year too is they've added a couple of extra nights. I believe Sioux Falls was one of them. So these guys have gotten on a lot of bulls, and it's not like they're just getting on. Here it comes.
Oh, come on, Shane. Come in here. Come on.
Shane Proctor. Proctor.
There's Shane. Hey, you never know what's going to happen.
Shane, but I'm glad. Can we talk to Shane for a second?
Let's do it. Yeah, come on over.
So we're talking about you guys getting banged up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is stop number 12?
Yeah.
So we can talk all day long about how hard it is to hit the ground, but we'd like to hear it from a Cowboy's perspective.
I mean, well, they compare it to a car crash at 30 miles an hour every time you hit the ground, which is, would be devastating to most people, but for us, that's just an everyday deal. And so you do get a little banged up, little, bumps and bruises, but this is Cowboy way to just go on, and I guess we just learned to roll with it a little more.
Literally, roll with it.
Literally. Yeah. And every week that ground gets harder and harder, doesn't it?
I think as the older you get, it gets harder and harder. When you're 20, it's not that hard. You just wave it off real fast, rub some dirt on it. But now it gets a little more solid. Sometimes you think you're flying into some concrete.
So listen, we call it a young man sport, but at the same time, it's not. It's not a young man sport because there's wisdom that comes with age.
Exactly.
So it's not always for the young.
There's guys with the experience like Valderon, and Ben Jones who've been at, they're 36, 37 years old, and they're still making a great living at this. And that's just because of the wisdom, and they know how to take care of themselves. And, well, I don't know about Ben, but Valderon knows how to take care of himself. And, with everything going on, they've succeeded throughout their career.
And we always think that you're not young, but you are. How old are you?
I turned 31 last week. Woo! So, yeah, I'm not a young gun.
Okay, you're past the 30 mark.
Now it's all downhill from there, we know.
No, I have not yet begun to define myself.
We just talked about wisdom, so that's still there.
Oh, yeah. Your knees crack a little more when you wake up.
This guy is a riot, though. He loves cameras. Can you tell? This is why. Yeah, this is what makes my job easy.
See, I tell you, you can stand there with the mic and they come to you. What's up?
Exactly. They're just running right in front.
Bring it on.
Awesome. I know you guys are busy. Hey, I appreciate the cameo appearance. Shane, have a great one.
There is one way that you can train, and that's just like, roofs of houses. If you can just get on the top of your house and then jump off every day, that'll help prepare you for being able to get off a bull.
Absolutely. And I know you're busy. You're about ready to Did you really?
I was crazy when I was young. I was crazy. You know what? Okay, let me just go back for just 1 second. So we talked about those great sporting moments. We talked about we're 12 events into the season right now. But at the same time, just when you think everyone's injured and it's hard and it's really getting difficult, the same time it's ramping up. So we're ramping up because we've got a big summer break coming up. And everyone is kind of thinking, all right, this is the last big push. And remember, the first few months of the PBR, this is when everyone says a lot of points can be made. Now, we've seen JB Mooney, and we've seen some big pushes from Silvano towards the latter part of the season. So, yeah, we'll have the second half of the PBR season to make up some points, but you don't want to let these get away from you.
Absolutely not. And, we were going to come and talk about the round. We had a cameo. Hey, that works, so it makes it good. But I know you're busy and you got things that fluid. We do it.
Exactly.
But you're busy. You're about ready to go live, so I appreciate you stopping by with us.
Thank you, as always. A pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here, 2016 Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Built Ford Tough Series, right here live with CBS Sports commentator Leah Garcia.